Ever had that spark of an idea for your own brand? Well, today we're going to break down that whole journey from just a thought in your head to a real-life launch. Consider this your step-by-step roadmap for starting a modern, niche e-commerce business.
So let me just ask you straight up. Are you ready to build something that's truly yours? To take that passion project you've been dreaming about and turn it into a thriving online brand? If you're nodding your head right now, then you are in exactly the right place. Let's get into it.
Now, if you're thinking the online world is just way too crowded, I want you to look at this number. The market for custom t-shirts alone is worth over $5 billion, and it's growing like crazy. That just goes to show you how much opportunity there is, even in a single niche. See, the key isn't to sell to everybody. It's about becoming the absolute perfect choice for a very specific somebody.
To help you get there, we're going to follow this founder's journey together. First, we'll uncover the secret to actually standing out. Then, we'll figure out the right business model for you. After that, we'll look at how your product gets made, how you're going to market it, and finally, how you'll get it into your customers' hands. Sound good? Let's go.
Okay, our first stop is all about finding your own unique space online. And honestly, this is probably the single most important thing you can do to avoid just getting lost in the absolute sea of other brands out there.
So what's the secret? It's called niche marketing. And it's as simple as it sounds. Instead of shouting into the void hoping someone hears you, you're having a direct conversation with a very specific group of people. People who are probably already looking for exactly what you offer. I love this quote because it just nails it. It's not about trying to please everyone. It's about being the go-to choice for a specific group. So what are you into? Are you a huge anime fan? A dedicated golden retriever parent? An obsessed mountain biker? Those aren't just hobbies, you know. They are communities. And they're waiting for a brand that really truly gets them. And the payoff for this approach is huge. When you focus on a niche, you suddenly have way less competition. That makes you easier to find, which in turn helps you build some seriously strong customer loyalty. And you know what that leads to? Often, higher profit margins, because your audience really values the special thing that you do.
All right, so you found your niche, your people. Now what? How do you actually build the business part of the business? Well, the next step is choosing a business model, and we're going to focus on one that's low risk and perfect for a new brand just starting out.
Two of the most popular ways to do this are print on demand and drop shipping. Now, the best part about both of these is that you don't have to keep a garage full of inventory, but there's a key difference. Print on demand, or POD, is for selling your own custom designs. Drop shipping is for selling existing products that somebody else makes. This is going to be your first really big decision, and it's all about what matters most to you. With print on demand, you get total creative freedom and way less competition because your stuff is one of a kind. With dropshipping, you might be selling the exact same thing as dozens of other stores, but your shipping might be a little faster. For building a truly unique brand, though, print on demand almost always has the edge. Okay, so let's say you've picked the print on demand model. You've got a killer t-shirt design ready for your niche. So the next logical question is, how does that digital file on your computer actually become a real, wearable shirt? Well, welcome to the workshop. Inside the workshop, you're going to find two main ways to get this done. Direct-to-garment, which is usually called DTG, and good old-fashioned screen printing. You can think of one like a super high-tech printer for fabric, and the other more like using a classic stencil. Which one you pick is going to have a big impact on how your product looks, feels, and what it costs you. So here's the deal. DTG is your best friend for really detailed, photorealistic designs with lots of colors. And the absolute best part, there are no minimum orders, which is perfect for a print-on-demand store. Screen printing, on the other hand, is amazing for simpler, bolder graphics, especially when you need a big batch. It does have some setup costs, but the price per shirt gets cheaper the more you order. All right, your product is designed, you know how it's going to be made, it's ready to go. Now we get to the really exciting part, getting it in front of all those people in your niche. Yep, it's launch time.
First things first, SEO, or search engine optimization. It sounds technical, but really, it's just about making sure people can find you on Google. The trick is to think exactly like your customer. They're not just typing bike into the search bar. They're searching for mountain bike for beginners, right? Or best cycling routes near Austin. You need to use those super specific phrases, those long tail keywords, in your product descriptions and blog posts to attract the people who are actually ready to buy.
Next up, let's build some trust using influencer marketing. And forget about giant celebrity endorsements. The name of the game here is authenticity. You want to find smaller influencers who are genuinely, truly passionate about your niche. When they recommend your product, it feels like advice from a trusted friend, not some canned ad, and that is incredibly powerful.
And of course, there's social media. But here's a pro tip. Don't just post pictures of your products over and over again. Your goal is to build a community. Share cool stuff that your niche actually cares about. Jump into conversations, show your products being used in real life. The key is just being consistent. Stay present, and your community will grow.
Okay, we've made it to the final piece of the puzzle. You hear that cha-ching notification? A customer just placed an order. That is awesome. Congratulations. Now, how does that product actually get from a warehouse all the way to their front door? This, my friends, is your supply chain.
Now, even with a print-on-demand model where you're not packing boxes yourself, you have to understand how this works. Think of it like a relay race. It starts with a supplier who has the blank t-shirt. When an order comes in, it zips over to a fulfillment center where your design gets printed on it. From there, it gets packed up and handed off to a carrier, think FedEx or UPS, for that final leg of the journey to your customer.
And this is exactly why your supply chain matters so much. A smooth, efficient process means your customers get their orders fast, which makes them happy. But just one little hiccup anywhere in that chain can cause delays and a lot of frustration. And at the end of the day, your brand's entire reputation is on the line with every single delivery.
So there you have it. That's the blueprint. We've walked through the whole journey from that first spark of an idea to a real, functioning online brand. We've covered finding your niche, picking a business model, making the product, marketing it, and getting it delivered. You officially have the map. So the only real question left is, what amazing, unique brand are you going to build?